say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the pistol. He leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Spartans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Cox. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away.
Turning it on! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, we'll have to get it.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Firing to the right, complete. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Using his legs, it's Traore. Got the first down and still on his feet. It's a seam wide open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Still looking on the move. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's got it. First down and more. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
On the ground. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Dropping back, it's Cox. He's not afraid to go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Smashes ahead. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boise State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll move the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires left. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going with the ground game left. There he goes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Cox. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And the Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Traore. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got him downfield. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Traore. At the 35, he's loose. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Spartans are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Spartans! And they The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Plucks it out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Washington. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the lone running back.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Cox. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He might want another play. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds a little space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fox. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Got his man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Luis. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, get ready to come back in this game.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Going to the ground. Breaks into the open. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Spits it out to the back. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Military's done. Military's done. Kill.
The running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Broncos. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 21 over Kent State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It's complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He caught it! And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Spartans will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan State! Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Boise State, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He's got him. Crosses the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wants to throw. It's Cox. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quick strike complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on 3rd down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We reach the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the air, it's Cox. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan State.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man down the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming up.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Ready. Double right. Double right. Ready, go.
Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fakes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They want that clock to run. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Grab behind the line. It's Hubbard. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Smarty. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Cox. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Picked off to stop the threat. He
them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what...
Snags it at the 30 and still running. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Spartans. And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Michigan State, 52. Boise State, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They found a way to get him the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. He'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Floats it out in space. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Cox. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism. But they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Scanning the field is Cox. Going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Gonna run it. It's Caldwell. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.